It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Indianapolis Colts. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare and prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
And when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that was called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous, and it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. Off we go from downtown Indianapolis. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
Richardson operating from the pistol. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. First down, Indianapolis.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And he had to push through one tackler, but is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain here.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
From the gun on third down, Richard nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
So, on fourth down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time, and leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle. To throw on second down is Hurts. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
On second down, Barkley. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Anthony Gould deep for Indy. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Colts offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. On play action, Richardson. Open man downfield, it's Pittman. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 80 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Extra point try forthcoming. His kick is good. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Now a quick throw taken in by Brown.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
A run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. And in motion is Brown. A 2nd down throw for Hurts. He finds Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Open man downfield is Smith. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Now he'll run it. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. The Colts have got it. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And the defense thinking they have the safety here, but the spot is just outside the goal line. Good play, but no 2 points.
These situations here, Mike, you can see this defensive line is just chomping at the bit. They can see a safety coming. They don't quite get the safety in this case. They still hold him to no gain. Brings up 2nd down.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Out of shotgun, Richardson. And so much for being backed up, he takes this beyond the 25-yard line.
This just kills you as a defensive coordinator. Here you are thinking you're going to get a 3-and-out, get off the field, pick up some momentum for your team, and you allow the quarterback to get loose with his legs, and he's able to pick up just enough on 3rd down to convert, and now you got to go back out and defend a fresh set of downs.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. That's into traffic, but taken in. 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. A 2nd down throw for Richardson. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. defense strong up front. And they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
3rd and 9. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. On 1st down, it's Hurts. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, Hurts. Brought in by the tight end, Dallas Goedert. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Colts have got it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Well, Greg, they were playing with fire. He lost the ball once. This time it is not only fumbled, but returned for a touchdown by the defense.
Yeah, now you're starting to sense a little bit of a trend here, Mike. I mean, twice he's put the ball on the ground. This time leads directly to a defensive touchdown. He has to do a better job. Keep 2 hands on the ball. Ball security in the pocket. They work on it every single day in quarterback drills. It's gotten away from him today. This is something that defenses are going to continue to attack.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Hurts. Looking right side. He's got a receiver. It's Smith. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Hurts will work here from the pistol. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these 2 guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
To the left side, it's caught by Brown. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Third and a yard. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1. Dotson, the man in motion. Hurts to the air on first down. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
On first down, it's Hurts. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
That's complete to Smith. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one caught at the 4.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles are on the board. It's now 14-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Richardson. Open man downfield, it's Pittman. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
His kick is perfect. And the Colts build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The visitors' offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. This one is caught by Dotson. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. First and 10. To throw is Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. It is 3rd and 10. Now Hurts. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. Here's Braden Mann now. He's on for the 2nd time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Off the zone read, this is Richardson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. So we have a 10-point game here at halftime. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half out of the mobile quarterback, Anthony Richardson. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And as we take you back through the highlights, there aren't many of them from a quarterbacking perspective. He's been unable to sustain a lot in any of these drives and does not have a touchdown pass to this point. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Hurts. That's taken in by Brown. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. This one brought in by Brown. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
That's taken in by Dotson. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Philadelphia.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, Look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
And he's into the end zone. Devontae Smith, touchdown Philadelphia. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Eagles are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Michael Pittman making his way back out there along with the rest of the Colts offense. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On second down, Richardson. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, it'll lead to some easier and better completions.
That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Hurts working in the pistol. Catch made there, that's Smith. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
I love the timing between the receiver and the quarterback. It's a really nice route. He's going to take this up the field, and then when he pulls that string back and he comes out of his break, the ball is there immediately. You can't wait for the receiver to actually look. This ball is well in the air before that receiver comes out of his cut.
He connects downfield to Dotson. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. That's caught left side by Goddard. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll run it here with Saquon. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
They'll try it now with Dillon.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. 4th down, is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play, and fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Here's Barkley. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line, and that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. One more time, they try Barkley. And he's in! Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Here's Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Anthony Gould now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Colts offense and receiver Michael Pittman ready to go once more. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
On play action, Richardson. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
The Colts about set to punt, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley, and he's going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. On the ground, this is Barkley. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
3rd and short, and Hurts will throw. Oh, he's got this one complete to Goddard. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Dotson, the man in motion. A 2nd down throw for Hurts. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the 2nd half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That one knocked away and incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And third down coming up.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Now Barkley. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. The Colts offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. From the gun, Richardson. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Richardson to throw. He keeps it himself.
You know, Mike, nice job early downs. You just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He's going to look for the home run ball. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
17 yards on that connection. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Richardson. A ball deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. Devontae Smith and the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. And that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On first down, it's Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Dotson, the man in motion. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. On 2nd down, Hurts. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the 4th quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Hurts going to hand this one to Shipley. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. Here comes the Eagles punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitting slant there. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. This throw right side, pulled in by Pittman. Here comes 2nd down. Richardson going to look to throw. Pass right side to Downs. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson operating from the pistol. That's caught inside by Pittman on the slant. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
And with that completion, now they're down there in striking distance. They're in the red zone. You got to keep thinking, what is our best play? Our gotta-have-it play. And you need to dial that thing up right now.
Got his man, it's Ogletree. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. It's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. So now the extra point to, in all likelihood, send us to overtime. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late 4th as the kickoff comes. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Williams now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley heading back on the field. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. That's caught Saquon Barkley. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's going to air this one out looking for Dotson. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That is caught to the goal line and in. Devontae Smith, touchdown Philadelphia.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Don't forget about the extra point here. This, an important one. The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime. And now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead. So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Colts offense about ready to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. That one complete to Pierce. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Now a 1st throw here in overtime. Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's 2nd and 2. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Here's Richardson. Going to keep this himself. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Indianapolis.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a first down.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson. There he goes again. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. And that not a guy you can afford to lose here in overtime. Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. And they have done it! Matching touchdowns here in OT. And now they'll have a chance to win with a 2-point conversion.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
They could have tried for the win. Instead, they'll go for one to extend the game. And an exhale there. Extra point is good. Now, next score wins as we play on here in overtime. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. The return starts from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And as we take you through some of the highlights so far, you're going to see a lot of passing yards. He has carved up this defense, over 300 yards passing in the game, and has been sharp right from the start. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Finding room at the 35. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. To throw is Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. He's going to run it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he's got it, 1st down. A pickup of 4.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll take this down to the 28-yard line. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
On third down, they'll go with Saquon. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This one to win it in overtime. So now, a big spot coming here. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They knew a field goal would do it, and a pressure kick from distance was right on the money. They come away with the victory here in overtime. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.